Good morning, y'all. It's day 30 on the PCT. Last night was just about perfect. Temperature was great. Slept great. This morning was so beautiful and calm and peaceful in my little solo camp that I've just kind of been poking along, getting packed up this morning. Everybody that camped before me is already on trail and past, so didn't do me a lot of good to go past them, but I enjoyed my night, enjoyed my campsite. Got a video uploaded, so let's see what the day brings us. I can just start to hear Deep Creek now. Hear it? Still like 10 miles to the hot springs, though. That's a lot of switchbacks there. Not that I'm complaining in the slightest. I just had the thought that if the AT had as many switchbacks as the PCT, I bet it'd be 500 miles longer. First bridge over Deep Creek. First real bridge I've crossed too. That's pretty cool. I always like being up in high places. You know, something to deal with 30 years of roofing, I suppose. Very nice bridge. That is a good river here. I'm calling it a creek, but in New Mexico that would be a river. You could hear this for miles out too, and I could see spots coming down the hill where the water was just really raging. I'm going to walk like 500 feet off trail here to the trailhead. Check, see if they put the trash cans out yet. See how many, if there are any cars at the trailhead, get an idea how crowded this is going to be. So PCT that way, parking lot that way. Let's see what happens. This is one of the trailheads for the Deep Creek Hot Springs. No cars here this morning on a Saturday morning. I think the other trailhead's closer. Bathrooms are still locked, but it does have this nice kind of covered picnic area, which is nice. Usually there's trash cans here, and unfortunately some people have been just leaving trash by the bathroom since the trash cans aren't here, and animals have gotten into it and scattered it around. That's a shame. That's quite the deadfall across the trail. And let's see, do you crawl through the little tunnel? Do you struggle up this hill here? You can see people have been doing it. Or do you take the long drop down that way? I'm not liking any of these. Yeah, I took the crawl through the tunnel. Actually wasn't as bad as it looked. You can see where people have been taking the down the valley route right here. That didn't look like a whole lot of fun. Alright, this is really cool. The 300 mark is actually at this 300 pole. I kind of wonder with it in the bucket like that if they just move it around as needed, but yay, 300. Ooh, I tell you what, it is warm up here on this cliffside, and they just have this beautiful river down there tempting us, making us wish we were down there. Ooh, trail comes close enough to the river to get some water, and I dipped my shirt in too, which was really quite the shock to the system, but it'll feel good for the next mile or so. Just as I was leaving the river, these all-terrain vehicles pulled up. Very nice people. Offered me a beer. Chatted for a second. Kind of cool to be able to just cruise out here to this spot instead of hike. Fancy sign. 1/4-inch steel plate, and people still managed to put bullet holes in it. That's the trail. Starting to climb a little. Not liking that. Views are still great though.
Deep Creek was an disappointment. It was just kind of icky. There were way too many people. I only ended up hanging out for about an hour while I ate my lunch, and it's a shame because I had been looking forward to it.
Last bridge over Deep Creek. Not as fine as the last one, but or the one before that, but I do appreciate a good bridge. I particularly like the rainbow flavor, so that's cool. Certainly flowing well. And we're gonna have to cross that one more time. It's supposed to be a pretty spicy water crossing too. Maybe not spicy, but deep. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, quite warm this afternoon up on this hillside. Still got some pretty good views though, so that's something anyway. So apparently the other hikers told me I had to come over here and check out the echo from this spot. So, Walker! PCT! Woo! Okay, that last one I heard at least 12 repeats. That's pretty cool. This is the Joshua Inn, a little bar in this small town, and they let hikers camp here, and they even have a shower for $5. Had a great sandwich, a couple sodas, chatted with some hikers. Pretty cool. And now I'm going to go get me a shower. Well, that's it for day 30 on the PCT. Pretty hot day altogether. Most of the trail was just several hundred feet up the cliffside from the actual Deep Creek. Dipped in a few times, but pretty hot and exposed. The hot spring itself was kind of a disappointment. Just too crowded for my taste, too many people, kind of icky. I was a little hesitant to come down to this bar on a Saturday night, but I'm really glad I did. They were really nice, provided a lot of services for donation basically, and yeah, a bunch of hikers here too, so might be a little loud tonight, but I've got earplugs, so it's all good. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Good night.